The following program is complete nonsense. While the people and places are real, the events are entirely invented for comedy. Please do not cite this in your history paper, unless you want to fail creatively.
When people think of Leonardo da Vinci, they think of a genius, the painter of the Mona Lisa, the inventor of flying machines, the original Renaissance man. But the truth is much stranger. Leonardo wasn't just an artist. He was the first social media influencer. Yes, centuries before Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Leonardo da Vinci was already chasing likes, clout, and attention. And just like today's influencers, he started with doodles. It all began in Florence. Leonardo filled notebook after notebook with sketches of bizarre inventions: helicopters shaped like spinning tops, tanks shaped like turtles, parachutes made of bedsheets. Were they practical? Absolutely not. But did they get engagement? Oh yes. His friends passed the notebooks around like Renaissance Facebook feeds, leaving comments in the margins. Some comments were supportive. Brilliant idea, Leonardo. Others, less so. This will never work. And at least one troll always wrote, "Fake. Didn't happen. Congratulations, Leonardo. You've just invented the comments section." But Leonardo wasn't satisfied. He realized quickly that the real currency wasn't gold, it was attention. So he invented the Renaissance equivalent of the like button. Whenever people enjoyed a sketch, they drew a little thumb symbol in the margin. That's right, Facebook didn't create the thumbs up. Leonardo did. And just like today, the system was instantly abused. Some people gave likes for everything. Others withheld them out of spite. Michelangelo, for example, refused to like any of Leonardo's posts. Pure hater energy. Michelangelo, in fact, was Leonardo's arch nemesis, not just in art, but in clout chasing. Leonardo sketched memes. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling, the largest photo dump of all time. Imagine scrolling through an Instagram carousel that takes 4 years to load. That was Michelangelo's idea of content. And of course, he angled every figure perfectly so they'd look good in selfies. That wasn't biblical storytelling. That was brand building. The rivalry escalated. Leonardo started posting thirst traps of the Vitruvian Man, basically a Renaissance gym selfie, shirtless, flexing in 2 poses at once. Michelangelo countered by carving David, the ultimate statue thirst trap. The two artists weren't creating masterpieces, they were farming engagement. And it worked. Soon, the whole Renaissance joined in. Galileo posted blurry telescope photos with captions like, "Can't believe how far this zooms, #moon." Machiavelli wrote edgy hot takes like, "Better feared than loved. Change my mind." Botticelli spammed his feed with beach selfies. The birth of Venus, but make it aesthetic. The Medici family. They became the first brand sponsors, throwing money at artists for collabs. Florence wasn't a city of culture. It was a social network. Messy, dramatic, and addicted to likes. But with fame came problems. Trolls appeared everywhere. Rival scholars would graffiti Leonardo's notebooks with insults like, "Nice sketch, too bad it's dumb." One anonymous monk even carved "Leonardo is cringe" on the back of a Madonna painting. That was the first instance of cancel culture. And then came spam. One guy promised immortality with one weird trick the church doesn't want you to know. Another filled notebooks with ads for miracle olives and get-rich-quick pyramid schemes. Literally, by a pyramid, get eternal glory free. Historians say the Renaissance collapsed from politics. Wrong, it collapsed from spam mail. Leonardo tried to fight back. He added filters. Literally, sketches of devices to filter content before it spread. He invented private groups known as secret societies where artists gossiped about rivals. He even experimented with algorithms, ranking his inventions based on how many thumbs-up symbols they got. Sadly, like all algorithms, it was broken. One doodle of a catapult got more engagement than the Mona Lisa, but Leonardo wasn't discouraged. He doubled down. He sketched the Mona Lisa not as art, but as the world's first profile picture. Look at her. She's not smiling. She's smirking. Like she just updated her status too, feeling mysterious. The Mona Lisa wasn't painted for posterity. It was painted for engagement. And boy did it work. To this day, she's still going viral, and nobody even knows why. Meanwhile, his rivals continued posting. Raphael was basically the Renaissance's lifestyle blogger, endlessly painting group selfies called Madonnas and Friends. Donatello spammed sculptures like tic-tacs. Caravaggio pioneered drama posts. Everything in his paintings looked like it was staged for maximum outrage. Together, they created the world's first influencer ecosystem centuries before Wi-Fi. Of course, things spiraled out of control. People became addicted to Da Vinci's feed. Nobles ignored governing, priests ignored preaching. Farmers abandoned crops to comment first on every new sketch. Entire wars were delayed because generals were too busy arguing about whether Leonardo's helicopter would actually fly. Spoiler, it wouldn't. In the end, Leonardo couldn't keep up. His fans demanded constant content, new paintings, new sketches, new memes. He promised he'd finish Mona Lisa Part 2 and even teased a sequel to The Last Supper. But like every influencer, he burned out. He fled to France, telling everyone he'd go live again soon. He never did. Historians politely say he died in 1519. The truth? He rage quit the app. Centuries later, when real social media arrived, nothing was new. Likes, Leonardo invented them. Selfies, Mona Lisa, influencers, the Medici family. Algorithms that ruin your life, straight from Da Vinci's notebook, even cancel culture. Alive and well, courtesy of one bitter monk with a chisel. So next time you're doom scrolling at 2 a.m., remember, you're not wasting time. You're carrying on Leonardo's greatest invention, a world where no project is ever finished. Everyone argues in the comments, and clout is the only true currency. The Renaissance wasn't a rebirth, it was a repost, and Leonardo da Vinci, he wasn't just a genius. He was the original influencer, the man who painted history's first viral content, and invented the one thing humanity truly can't live without: attention.